Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today I'm going to solve a Lockout Line Sudoku created by Alaric Taqi, Crusader 175. This Sudoku has been taken from the Logic Masters Germany portal, and the reason I'm covering this Sudoku is it is in the Indian Sudoku Championship, which is happening offline this weekend. It is weighed at about 75 or 70 points, I think, in round 3. So I thought of making a video on the Sudoku. The link to solve this is in the description of the video. Let's go to the rules. Normal classic rules apply. So each row, each column and 3 by 3 box in the grid has digits 1 to 9. So that part would be common for every Sudoku. Digits in directly connected endpoints must differ by 4 or more. So for example, these two diamonds are directly connected and they must differ by at least 4. So for example, this is a valid system of digits, but this could also be possible. So the difference must be at least 4. And digits along these lines must fall outside the range defined by their diamonds. Line digits may repeat if allowed by other rules. Okay, so which means that, let's say if you have a 5, then you can have no digits between 1 to 5 or even 1 and 5 on these 3 cells. So for example, you could have here 6, 7 and 8. Let me change that to center marks. But you cannot have, for example, let's say a 1 here. And that is because it is same as the endpoint, and this is also not valid because it's falling between the endpoints. These are the rules. This is a live solve. Let's see how it goes. The first thing I'm seeing is these L-shaped diamonds at the corners of the grid. Let's see if that is giving something. Okay, this cell can take 1, 3, 4, 6 and 9. And notice that these must differ by at least 4. So if I have a 4, let's say here, then this would be, I'm just seeing if I can eliminate any of the digits from here just by the help of these 3 given clues. So I'm trying to look which digit is or is not possible there. Let's see. If it's a 4 here, then this could be 8 or a 9. Let's try with 8 here. This is 8. Then the only possible digits here are 1, 3 and 9. This would be a 6. So this can be a valid arrangement. 4 looks possible to me. If it's a 1, then this would be minimum 6. Then 3 would go here. 1 I don't think is possible here. Let's try out 1. If 1 is here, the minimum value must have it here is 6. The reason is 5 is not possible, so 6 must go here. And you can see that already 6 digits are eliminated from these 5 cells. And now we have only 7, 8 and 9 left. 7 is already here. You can't place both 8 and 9 in a single cell. So 1 is never possible, and the more you go further, like let's say 7 or 8 or even 9, that makes it even more difficult. If you have 1 to 8 eliminated from these 5 cells, there is no way you can place the rest here. That's simply not possible. So which means that this can never be, row 9 column 1 can never be a 1. Let's eliminate that. And now that should give us some more digits. Candidates into these cells. Let's look at here because 3 are already eliminated. So this can only be, I think for the same reason we can eliminate the 1 from here too. If you have 1 here, this would be 6. And that would be, this is supposed to be a 7, 8, 9 and that is not possible. So 1 is also eliminated here. So 3, 4, 6, 8 and 9. Okay, that's excellent. 6 is always a really crucial digit in lockout lines. The reason is you cannot go higher than the 6 to get a difference of 4. It must be lower. So the moment I have a 6 here, this must be 1 or a 2. These are the only possibilities if you put a 6 inside the diamond. But you don't have 1 or 2 there. So 6 is eliminated here. And for the same reason, 6 would be eliminated here. That is really good. So now we are getting closer. So let's say I have a 3 here and an 8 here. Then the only digits which can go inside are a 1, 2 and a 9. Excellent. So 3 can't be here. Superb. Let's put a 3 here and go with an 8 here. Doesn't matter if you go with 9 too, because it just makes the equation even more difficult. So if you put 8 here, then these 3 cells cannot take digits between 3 to 8 and also 3 and 8. So which means they can only be 1, 2 and 9, and but already you have a 2 in the column. So there is no way you can make a diamond work with a 3 in here. So this is 4 and 9. And let's make the... And similarly, if you put a 3 in row 5, column 1, this is forced to be a 9. And these cells can only take 1 and 2 because they can't be between 3 and 9 or 3 and 9. Okay. So 3 is also eliminated. And now we have 2 possibilities with this. 4 and 8 or 4 and 9. If you have 4 and 9, let's say you eliminate the 8 from here. Let's say this is 4 and 9. And now the only possible digits that you can put in these diamonds are 1, 2 and 3. That is also not possible. So it's clear to me that 8 must be in one of these diamonds. Otherwise it's not going to work. So that's an 8. And this is forced to be a 4 now. And now you'll notice that we have a cushion. 2 is already eliminated, but we have 9 that is possible between these diamonds. So the digits must be 1, 3 and 9. 2 is eliminated, and this is supposed to be a 6. Excellent. Who would have thought that these 2 diamonds, despite having so many possibilities, would start giving us digits. Excellent start to the Sudoku. Really nice one. Now looking at this row, this is forced to be a 9. There's no other possibility. Difference must be at least 4. So it must be 8 or a 9. 8 is ruled out. So that's a 9. And now you can look at these cells. They are forced to be 1, 2 and 3. Because they can't be between 4 and 9. Nor can they be 4 or a 9. So this is 5, 6 and 7. Okay, there is no 5 in these 2 cells. So that's a 5, and that is not a 5, 6 and 7. So actually I was noticing something here. The rules say that digits along lines must fall outside the range defined by their diamonds. So it is not clear to me if for example, let's say you have a 4 here. From what I could read from the rules, can you have a 4, let's say, let's use this diamond. So let's say you have a 4 in this diamond. Can you have a 4, for example, here? It is not clear from the rules, but generally lockout lines rules are such that digits on the endpoints themselves and digits between those endpoints can never be on the line. So this is what the rule of lockout lines is. So I'm going to use with that generic rule, because it doesn't seem to me how you can solve this without the repeating part, but maybe that repeating part is not required. For instance, the fact that these 2 may or may not repeat is not required to solve this Sudoku. For example, we didn't use along this column because digits don't repeat in a column, and we also didn't use along this row because digits don't repeat along the row, so it's taken care of. But however, along this diamond thing, lockout lines, digits may repeat this way, so it could play its part here. Let's see. Okay, so we can do some Sudoku in here. I have a quad in this 4 cells, 1, 2, 3, and 9. So which means these would be 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5 is eliminated here. That's a 6, 7, and 8. And let's put a 5 in here. That's good. And you must have a 2 in these two cells and a 9 in these two cells. That does some Sudoku elimination. This 2 diamonds have suddenly become interesting to me now. Look at these 3 cells. They are really close together. So I can never put a 9 here and make this diamond work, because this will always be 5 or lower, and then these 3 digits will come in between those digits. So 9 cannot go here. And for the same reason, you cannot also put an 8, because this is supposed to be a 6, 7, and then they would become between the diamonds. So 8 is ruled out. Can you have a 7? This becomes 6, 8, and 6 would become inside the diamond. So between the digits, I mean, 7 is also ruled out. So 6 may be possible, because then I could use here comes the repeating part. So if I have a 6 here, and in a normal lockout line Sudoku, I can instantly eliminate 6 from this cell and put a 6 here. But in this case, it says digits along lines must fall outside the range defined by their diamonds. It's kind of a weird way to put it. It's not clear if digits on the line may be the same as the digits on their diamonds. Let's say you have the range defined as between 3 to 5. So you would consider only 4, right? Can you take 3 and 5 as the range? 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's use the normal lockout rules. Maybe I'm not reading the rules the right way. So if I have 6 here, because of the lockout line rule, 6 cannot be here. We are going with the part that digits on the diamonds cannot repeat on the lines. So 6 is forced here, and this becomes 5, 7, 8, which means that 5 will be between the digits on the diamonds. 6 is also ruled out, and 5 is ruled out due to Sudoku. So the only digits left to me are 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I can use the same thing here. This diamond or this diamond does not matter. I can eliminate 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 5 I can't eliminate, because we eliminated 5 from here due to Sudoku, but I can eliminate 6, 7, 8, and 9 from here. It works the same way. If you put 6, 7, 8, or 9 here, one of these 3 digits will be between these diamonds. So this can only be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now the only way to make this diamond have a difference of 5 is by putting a 1 here and a 5 here. That was cool, right? I'm just going to show that again. That sort of felt a little bit fast to me. Control Z, Control Z. So look at these 2 cells. The only way by which a difference of 4 at least is created is when you have a 5 here, a 1 here, and a 5 here. There's no other way but by which these cells can work. So that's a 1, that's a 5. And 5 is now forced here, so this becomes a 6, 7, 8. I'll remove this stray pencil mark. Okay, 1 is eliminated here. That's not 1. And now if you look at this diamond, it's clearly working beautifully. So 1 and 5, and the digits between them are 6, 7, and 8, which is clearly falling outside the range and not the same as the digits on the diamonds. Okay, so 1 keeps a 3 here. That eliminates the 3 here. And now that becomes a 3, 9 pair. Let me remove this stray guy. That becomes a 1. Excellent Sudoku, guys. This is really nice. 3, 5, 8, 6, and 7. So 1 is forced here. That becomes a 2, 4, and a 9. So now we are getting some action on the right part of the grid. Let me think here. Time to look at these 2 cells, I think. 1, 3, 5, 9. So this will be 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I can't have a 2 here clearly, because 2 gives a 4 and a 9 here, and that will be between the digits on the diamonds. So 4, 6, 7 and 8. If I have 4 here, then 4 gets forced here, and these would be 2, 9, 1, and that would be an 8. So that is a valid arrangement. 4 kind of looks valid here. So let's look at the next digit. If you have 6 here, this is supposed to be 1 or a 2. If it's a 2, then these 3 cells must be 1, 4 and 9. 2 and 6, 1, 4 and 9. Okay, 6 is also looking valid to me. So I don't think this is the place that we should be looking at. Maybe some other place. Just noticing something that Sudoku guy can do. That's a 9 in here. Are we supposed to start looking at this column now? I don't think we can do much here. Yeah, let's look at this column. I think this is where we are supposed to look at. Or maybe these 2 diamonds also look tempting because lots of possibilities are eliminated. Let's put some digits here. 2, 3, 4, 7, 9. This one, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 and 9. You can't have 5. You can't have 1 and 3. So these are the only possibilities. You might see some change in my usual solving style. So in classics, I usually start by doing some corners. But here you can see that there are only 6 givens. There's nothing we can do with classic stuff. And you may also see me writing excessive digits inside diamonds. So in lockout lines, I usually take an exception because usually lots of digits get eliminated. As you saw in these 2 diamonds, they had some 5 or 6 possibilities, but we could eliminate them to 1. So in this type, I usually take an exception and writes possibilities. Okay, this also doesn't look that much interesting. I think this is where we are supposed to look at. These would be 1, 4, 6, 7 and a 9. 2, 3, 5, 8 are eliminated. So 1, 4, 6, 7 and 9. And let's now look at 1 here. If I have a 1, the minimum I could have here is a 6. And now these cells cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they have to be 7, 8 and 9, but that is eliminating. So 1 cannot go here. Excellent. It works the same way even if you have a 1 here and let's say a 7 here. That would make the situation even more difficult. So 1 is ruled out here. Now, what can go here? 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 and a 9. Same way you can eliminate the 1 from here. So this is 2, 4, 6, 7 and 9. I could eliminate 4 from these cells because the moment I have 4, the only way to make them work is 4 and 9, and which means these 3 cells are forced to be 1, 2 and 3, but that is also eliminated. So I could remove the 4 here, 4 here. If I have a 6 here, then the diamonds are not going to work, right? Because if I have a 6 here, this must be 1 or 2, both of which are ruled out. That's not a 6, that's a 2, 7 and 9. And similarly, if I have a 7 in this cell, then this is not going to work. No way, there is the difference of 4 there. So 7 is also ruled out. It's 2 or 9. And I can't have 9 here now, because then this is supposed to be a 2. And how on earth are you going to fill these 3 cells? Because you have eliminated 8 digits already, there is no way to fill 3 more in. So this is not a 9. Okay, 9 is also eliminated. So this is 6 and 7, which means this cannot be a 9. It has to be a 2. And I think this has to be a 6 now, because if you have a 7 here, the only way to fill in these digits are 1, 8, 9, right? That's the only way. The digits must be outside the range and must not be the same as the digits on the diamonds. So 1, 8 and 9, is not possible. You already have an 8 here, which means this has to be a 6. And now the only possible way to successfully finish that is by putting 1, 7 and 9. Excellent, guys. A really nice way. That gives 4 here, completes the column. That's not a 7. This should help me more, I guess. And now you see here, this can't be a 6 because both 1 and 2 are eliminated from this cell. So that's a 6. That's not a 6. What else can I do here? If this is 7, this is supposed to be a 3. Then these 3 cells cannot be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 9. Okay, that seems possible. Okay, let's look at this cell. Because we placed a 6 here, it would have made sense to go to this cell immediately. So this would be 1. And now these must be 7, 8, 9. That gives a 5 in row 1. These must be 3, 4. That must be a 1, 6, 8, and a 9. And 1 in column 5 has only 2 cells. 5 in column 5 has only these 2 cells. I think now we could make these diamonds work. I can't have 4 in the diamonds, guys. The moment I have a 4 here, this is an 8 or a 9. Doesn't matter if it's 8 or a 9. Let's say we take an 8 here. How on earth are we going to fill these 3 digits? So 8 will be instantly eliminated. Let's say we put an 8 here. And then these 3 become 1, 6, and 9. And 6 is between 4 and 8, right? Now let's try with the 9. You have a 9 here. 9 is eliminated here. This becomes 9. This becomes 1, 6, 8. So there is no way a 4 is going to be in the diamond. 4 is eliminated here. And for the same reason, 4 will also be eliminated from this cell. 2, 3, 7, 9. Can we have a 3 here? This is 3. Then this is 7. Can that work? 1, 2, 8, and 9 must go inside. So these will be 1, 8, and 9. Okay. So it could work with a 3. It's 6. This becomes 2. This becomes 6. This will be 1, 8, and 9. And that is also possible. So I could have a 6 here. If I have 7 here, that becomes 2. Then, oh yeah, 1, 8, and 9, and 6 would be here. Okay. So I don't think we are getting any eliminations from these 2 cells. Or I'm not looking deeply enough. Let's look at this cell. Come back to this cell. What can this take? This can only be 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 6 is instantly eliminated because you don't have 1, 2 here. So 3, 7, 8, and 9. 7 gets eliminated from this cell. You have 7 here. This can at max be 4 and the difference will only be 3. That's not a 7. Nothing much again. I think we need to look at these connected diamonds. What can this be? 3, 4, 7, 9. What can this be? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. There may be some super sharp reduction here which I'm missing. I missed this quad, guys. That was lax on my part. So this will be 8. This is 1789 quad, right? And which means a 1 must go here. So that's not a 1. And 8 is eliminated here. So this will be 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that gives some more digits here. This is not a 5. And that gives a 5 in here. This now sort of should become easy. So 1 is eliminated here. 2 is also not possible. That puts it inside. Even 3 is not possible because that puts 4 inside here. So this cannot be 1, 2, 3, 5. So it is 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Even 4 is ruled out. I hope I was clear when I said 3 can be eliminated. Because if it's a 3, 3 is forced out here. So 3 goes here. And this becomes 2, 4, and 5. And 4 and 5 will be between the 3 and some digit. 3 is not here. Not here. And if you put 4 here, 4 is forced here. This becomes 2, 3, 5. And 5 will be between 4 and something. So 4 is also eliminated. And now this cannot be 6, 7, 8, and 9. In order to make difference of 4, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 and 4 are eliminated. So 1, 3, 5. This is a 5. This is forced to be a 9. This can be 2, 3, 4. Excellent. This is 3. This can be 7. No, 3 is ruled out here. If it's a 3, just imagine for a moment that this is 7. There is no way that this can work. Either the 4 or the 5 will become between the 3 and the 7. So that's not a 3. That's a 1 and a 5. This is 5. Then this becomes 9 and this is 5. Okay, that is possible. I was almost close to getting a digit in row 4, column 8. Not to be. I can't have a 6 now in this cell, right? That puts a 1 here and forces these digits to be between them. So that's 7, 8, and 9. And 7 is also ruled out because the moment I put a 7 here, then this is supposed to be a 1 and these digits will be between the 1 and the 7. So 7 is also not possible. So now there are very few options to us. If I have 8, this is supposed to be 1 in order to have the difference of at least 4, and these become between this. So this is supposed to be a 9, and which means this cannot be a 1. This is a 5, and the only way possible is this one. So that's a 5. That's a 2, 3, 4. This is the only way possible. That becomes a 7 now. That is a 8, 9 pair. That is a 1 now, a 7 here and 9 here. That is not a 9. 7 and a 9, so 9 is eliminated here from these cells. 7 is not here. 2, 6, and 8. Okay, getting some good progress. What do we do next? Okay, 1 is not here. You have a 1 in here, so these two cells are not 1, so that puts a 1 in here. So this is 2, then this becomes 7, forced to be a 7. And now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 would be eliminated here. So the only possibility is a 1, 8, and a 9. So this is 9, this will be 1 and 8. That will be a 6, so that is valid. These diamonds seem to be very stubborn, guys. They're not giving anything. 3, 8. This will be 1, 2, and 9. 8 goes here. 3 is not here. The moment you put a 3 here, this is supposed to be 8. And now 8 is ruled out of this diamond. And this will be 1, 6, and 9. 6 goes between those two cells. That was quite a bit of thinking. So 3 is not here. That's a 2, 7. Now, can you have a 2 in here? If this is 2, this gets supposed to be a 7. Then this will be 189, 6 goes here. Okay, that seems possible. This has a really tight solve, guys, not so easy. Have to keep looking for things here. I'm missing something simple related to classic stuff. So 9 is not in column 5 and 6, so 9 goes in here. Okay. And then 1 goes in one of these two cells, right? In column 8. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Not seeing something here, not sure which. Let's write some more digits into these diamonds. This will be 2, 4, 7, and 8. And this will be 2, 3, 6, and 8. This is really an excellent Sudoku. I wondered why these two are connected. These two cells. If I have 6 here, this becomes a 2. And then these will be... Yeah, that seems possible. This is 3. This is at least 7. I need some more eliminations. Really. 7 is not here, right? This is 4 or 8. And for some reason there is a corner pencil mark of 6 here. It's not possible. This is 4 or 8. Now this could be 8 and this could be 4. 9 and 4. 9 is not possible here. This is 9, this is 4. Then both 4 and 9 are, I'm sorry, both, what is going on? Then both 4 and 9 will be eliminated from these two cells, and that cannot work. So that's not a 9. That's a 3 and 8. Okay, now if you look at this column, these cells, they are forming something 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. So which means that 1, 6, and 7 can only be in these cells. None of the other cells can take a 1, 6, and 7. So look at this cell, it cannot be 6 and 7 because of this pair. So that's a 1, that's a 6 and a 7. That will be a 2 or a 4. I can't have a 4 in these two cells because then this becomes an 8 and that becomes 3, and that forces the 4 between these two diamonds. So 4 is ruled out here. That becomes a 4. That's not a 4. This is 2, 6, 8 in this row as far as this row is concerned. So 4 is eliminated here. Okay. This will be a 4 must be in these two cells. This will be 2, 6, 7, and 8. There must be an 8 in one of these cells, right? Otherwise this cannot work. So that eliminates the 8 here because it's seeing both of those cells. So this becomes 2, 3, or 6. And if that's a 6, that's a 2, this becomes, this cannot be 4 because that would require 8 or 9 here. That's not a 4, that's 2, 7, 8. This seems to be an exercise in elimination. Or is there any better way, guys? Let me know in the comment below if this is the only way to do it, or this can be completed in a even more stylish manner. All right, so this is a 7. That doesn't matter. I wonder why these are connected. They don't seem to give anything at all. Okay, 3 or 4. You can't have 3, 4 in here. That puts the 3 or 4 here. Whatever comes in here must go in here. And which means 9 must be in these two cells in this area. So 9 must be here. 5 is not here. That's a 5. 1 in box 6 must go here. Surely it must give something more here at this point. I think we are at the tipping point of the Sudoku. 1 or 2 more digits and this should fall apart. This can't be 8, guys, because if that's 8, then this is 2, and 8 gets forced here. 6 will be between the range, so 8 is not here. 2, 6. So 2 must be in one of these cells, right? Because if not, then these become 6 and 7 and no way it's going to work. So 2 gets eliminated here. This is 7 and 8. Exquisite deductions, guys. Alaric Taqi, an excellent Sudoku this is. So which means I can eliminate the 6 here. That's 2 or a 3. And now we're almost getting close to completion. Okay, I would have said that this... okay, these are connected, right? What was I thinking? The difference must be at least 4. So this is not a 2. And 7, 8. So this is not a 7 or a 9. That must be 3 or 4. Superb, guys. That gives the final eliminations, I suppose. Might have missed something simpler along the way. 3, 4, 5, 9, 1, 6 and 8. So that is a 2, 7, which means this will be 8. And this cannot be 2 now, because that would force 1 here, right? If this is 2, then this can only be 1 or a 9, but both of which are eliminated. That is a 3 and that is a 2. 3 goes here in column 5. Now these two cells, okay. These two must have a difference of at least 4. So 2 and 6 are clearly eliminated. 7 and 8. Okay, 6, 7, 8 triplet. That gives 2 here. That puts 2 in these two cells. And 8 here gives a 7 here. And now difference must be at least 4. So this must be a 3. Oh, sorry. I thought that this is a cell in the diamond. So that's a 6, 8. That's a 6, 8. This will be a 6 by the power of Sudoku. That gives a 2 in here, 2 in here, 3 in here, 4 in here. Column 4 can be completed. It must be 4. All right. This will be a 3. That becomes a 6, 8 pair. And now look at column 5. 7 can be placed in. 4 goes here. These two must have difference of 4. So that's 8. That's 4. That's 6. And that should finish the Sudoku, I think. 7, 8. 2 is in here. So that's a 7. That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 1. That's a 1. This is an excellent Sudoku, guys. Beautiful. So that becomes a 9 in here. That is not a 9. That's 6, 8. And column 5 can be finished. 6, 8, 6, 8, 8, 7. Just rushing by. These are just Sudoku rules. Okay, so... what am I doing, guys? I think I might have broken the Sudoku here. 8 and 7 here goes between these cells, right? No matter what I do, 7 would be between them. What am I doing here? Ah, look at this. I've messed up this box. Let me go back. I'm extremely sorry for this, guys. Let me go back to the point that we got a 7 there. I'm really sorry for this. This is not the usual time I saw. It's early in here and kind of messing up. Let's just go back a little bit more. Somehow eliminated the 2 from that cell. Don't know why. Okay, I think this was the point we... Alright, so we got a 2 in here. And somehow I placed the 2 in here. I don't know why. Okay, this could actually be a 2. I think this has to be a 2, right? If you look at these cells, if you have anything apart from 2 here, that will break the Sudoku. This is 6, then this will be 7 or 8, and 6 will be between these two cells. So this is not a 6. 2, 7, 8. And if you have 7, 7 again becomes... No, 6 is eliminated, right? You don't have 1 and 2 here, so 6 gets eliminated. So this is 7 or 8. And you can't have 7 now here. That would force 8 here. So this is not a 7. It's 2 or 8. And 8 is not there. That's a 2. That was the mistake I did. So that gives a 6 here. Removes the 6 from here. So that's a 6. Which means this will be a 9. 9 in box 1 has only one place. So that's a 1 and 8. And I think this should finish the Sudoku. So this is not 6, 7, 8. And 6 forces a 2 in here, a 7 in here, 2 goes here, 1 goes here, that's an 8 now. That becomes a 6, 7 pair. That should give this 8, 1. Okay, let's look at column 4. That's a 7, that's a 4. 4 is not here, that's a 2, 3. And 2 cannot be here, so that's a 2. So that's a 3, 3, 8, 4, 2, 2, 9. And that finishes off this one. So 9 and 8. 8 in box 6 has only one cell. So it goes here and that puts a 4 here. And row 6 can be completed. So that's a 4, right? 6, sorry. That's a 7, 7, 6. And this will be 1 and 3. And 3 is eliminated here, so that's a 3, 3, 1. That gives 1 here. And 4 and 6 can be completed. So that's 6, that's 4. And that's a 7, that's a 7, that's a 6. That is 3. Reason is it's between these two diamonds. That's a 4, that's a 4, that's a 3. That's a 6, and that's an 8. With that, we have completed this gorgeous Sudoku. I kind of messed up in between, but it was an excellent solve nevertheless. Really exquisite deductions, and I hope this video serves as a good practice to people who are participating in the Indian Sudoku Championship. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And this will probably be the last video from me before ISE. After this, there won't be videos for until Monday. Maybe Ashish will produce some videos, but I won't be doing more videos because the Indian Sudoku Championship is happening soon and we have to travel there. So we'll hope to see you soon. Until then, bye-bye.